Welcome po sa ating video. Sa video pong ito ay magkakaroon tayo ng basic introduction sa antiderivatives. Ngunit ano nga ba ang antiderivatives? Ang antiderivatives ay ang kabaliktaran o opposite ng derivatives. So let us have an example para mas maintindihan nyo ito. So example, hinahanap natin ang derivative ng x. Gamit ang powerful sa derivatives, which states that the derivative of x raised to a number n is equal to dx is equal to x raised to that number minus 1. So ang derivative ng x ay 1 minus 1 is equal to 1. Dahil may exponent dito na 1. So 1 ang derivative ng x. Sa antiderivatives naman, gaya nga ng sabi ko, ito ang kabaliktaran or opposite ng derivatives. So, kunin natin ang antiderivative ng 1. So, sa antiderivatives, meron rin tinatawag na powerful for antiderivative, which states that the antiderivative of x raised to a number n is equal to x raised to a number n plus 1 over n plus 1. Ngunit may idadagdag dito na constant of integration, which is this letter c. So ang antiderivative ng 1 ay 1 x. So dahil walang x dito, masasabi natin na ang x ay raised to the power of 0. So base nga sa rule, plus 1. Then over 0 plus 1. Then wag natin kakalimutan ang constant of integration. So i-simplify lang natin. Mawawala itong 1 dito. So x plus c na lang ang sagot. So base nga sa nakikita natin, ang derivative ng x ay 1. Habang ang antiderivative ng 1 ay x plus c. So, masasabi natin na ang antiderivatives talaga ay ang kabaliktaran ng derivatives. So, mag-proceed na tayo sa mga examples. So, example number 1. Let us take the antiderivative of x squared. So, huwag natin kakalimutan ang power rule for antiderivatives. Isulat natin dito para magsilbing guide natin. So, applying this rule dito, ang gagawin natin ay copy lang natin ang x raised to 2, then plus 1 over its exponent 2 plus 1. At huwag natin kakalimutan ang constant of integration. So, i-simplify lang natin ito. X over 3 plus c. So, pwede pa natin itong ma-simplify. 1 over 3. Ilalabas lang natin ang 3. So, ito na ang final answer. 1/3 x raised to the power of 3 plus c. So, let us proceed to another example. X raised to 4. Let us take the derivative of x raised to 4. So, gaya nung ginawa natin, kopyahin lang natin yung x raised to 4, then magdagdag tayo ng 1. Over, kopyahin lang natin yung exponent, then plus 1. At wag natin kakalimutan ang constant of integration c. So, adding the exponents, x raised to 5 over 5 plus c. Then simplifying it, ilalabas natin yung 1 over 5. 1 over 5 x raised to the power of 5 plus c. So, ito na ang ating final answer. So, para ma-check natin kung tama ba talagang sagot natin, i-take natin ang derivative nito. Kapag ang derivative nito ay itong x raised to the power of 4, ibig sabihin ay tama ang sagot natin. So, ganito ang paraan ng checking. So, dx is checking. 1 over 5 x raised to 5 plus c. Itong c ay constant lamang yan. So, copyin lang natin yung 1 over 5. Then, base nga sa power rule for derivatives, x raised to 5 minus 1. Minus 1. Then, wait lang po. Napupunta itong 5 dito sa harap, yung exponent niya. Then, copy lang natin yung 5 minus 1. Then, yung constant, yung derivative ng constant ay 0. So, simplifying it, 1 over 5 times 5x raised to 4. So, yung 0, mawawala na siya. So, pwede natin itong ma-cancel out. Yung sagot ay x raised to 4. So, ito, nag-match siya dito. So, ibig sabihin ay tama ang ating sagot. So, let us proceed to another example. (16) x raised to the power of 7 dx. So, ang gagawin natin dito, para hindi tayo malito, ay ilalabas muna natin yung 16. Ayan. Para ang matitira na lang sa loob ay ang integral of x raised to the power of 7. So, i-apply lang natin yung power rule for antiderivatives. Then, 16 times. So, yung x raised to 7, dadagdagan lang natin ng 1 plus 1. Then, kopyahin lang natin yung exponent sa denominator, 7 plus 1. At huwag natin kakalimutan ang constant of integration, c. So, i-simplify lang natin. 16 x raised to the power of 8 over 8 plus c. So, pwedeng ma-simplify itong 8 as 16. So, itong 16 ay magiging 2. At itong 8 ay magiging 1. So, ang final answer natin ay 2x raised to the power of 8 plus c. Ito na ang ating final answer. So, para i-check kung tama ba talaga ang sagot natin, ay kunin natin ang derivative nito. Kapag ang derivative ng 2x raised to the power of 8 plus c ay 16x raised to the power of 7, ibig sabihin ay tama ang ating sagot. (2x raised to the power of 8 plus c). So, gamit ang power rule, kopyahin lang natin yung exponent ng x sa harapan niya, x, then x, kopyahin natin yung x, raised to the power of 8 minus 1. So, ang derivative naman ng constant ay 0. So, i-multiply lang natin 2 times 8, 16, x, then 8 minus 1, 7. So, nag-match sila. Ibig sabihin ay tama ang ating sagot. Let us proceed to another example. Number 4. Let us take the derivative of 5 dx. So, sa problem na ito, ay wala tayong nakikitang x. Pero gaya ng ating previous examples, ibig sabihin, ang equal rin ang x dito ay raised to the power of 0. So, pwede manlagay natin ganito. So, taking the derivative of this, taking the antiderivative of this, 5 times x raised to the power of 0 plus 1. Open lang natin yung exponent, 0 plus 1. At huwag natin kakalimutan ang constant of integration. So, simplifying this, 5 times x raised to the power of 1 over 1 plus c. Then further simplifying, 5x plus c. So, ito ang ating final answer. So, let us proceed to another example. Kung nagustuhan nyo pala ang ating video ay mag-subscribe na po kayo. So, number 5, let us take the antiderivative of 8 dy. So, kung mapapansin natin ngayon ay dy na siya. Ibig sabihin ay y na ang ating gagamitin instead of yung dati na x. So, y raised to the power of 0 and 1. So, taking its antiderivative, 8y raised to the power of 0 plus 1. Then, kopyahin lang natin ang exponent sa denominator at huwag natin kakalimutan yung constant of integration. y1 over 1 plus c. Further simplifying, ang ating final answer ay 8y plus c. So let us proceed to another example. Number 6. Let us take the what about this kind of problem? Paano natin ito sasagutin? Antiderivative of dz. Ano yan? So ito ay equal rin ito sa antiderivative of 1 dz. Kasi considered na agad na mayroong 1 dito. So para hindi tayo malito, ilagay natin dito. When taking its antiderivative, z raised to the power of 0 plus 1. Copy lang natin sa denominator yung exponent. At huwag natin kakalimutan ang constant of integration. So, simplifying it, 0 plus 1, 1 over 1 plus c. So, ating final answer ay z plus c. So, madali lang talaga ang power rule for antiderivatives. So, let us proceed to more examples para ma-master natin ito. So, number 7. What about this kind of problem? X over 9 dx. So, sa problem na ito, ay pwede natin ilabas yung 9, 1 over 9. So, magiging antiderivative of 1 over 9 x dx. Then, pwede natin ilabas itong 1 over 9 sa labas. Alabasin natin ganun. So, 1 over 9 antiderivative of x dx. Then, kunin lang natin ang antiderivative ng x. So, 1 over 9 base sa our rule for antiderivatives. So, x raised to 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1. At huwag natin kakalimutan ang constant of integration. So, simplifying it, 1 over 9, copy lang natin, times x 1 raised to the power of 1 plus 1, which is equal to 2 over 2 plus c. So, isimplify lang natin. 1 times x squared is equal to x squared over 9 times 2 is equal to 18 plus c. Then, pwede pa natin ilabas itong 1 over 18. So, magiging 1 over 18 x raised to 2 plus c. So, ito na po ang ating final answer. So, let us proceed to another example. So, what about the antiderivative of 1 over x squared? So, sa problem na ito, ay pwede nating itaas mula sa denominator papuntang numerator ang x squared. Pero mag-iiba ito ng sign from x raised to the power of positive 2 into x raised to the power of negative 2. Then, i-apply lang natin yung power rule for antiderivative. X raised to the power of negative 2 plus 1 over negative 2 plus 1. At huwag natin kakalimutan ang constant of integration. So, i-simplify lang natin. Negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1. Then, negative 2 plus 1, negative 1 plus c. So, further simplify it. So, yung x raised to the power of negative 1, pwede na natin ibaba ulit siya papuntang denominator. So, 1 over negative x plus c. Then, ilalagay lang natin yung negative sign dito. 1 over x plus c. So, ito na ang ating final answer. Negative 1 over x plus c. So, let us proceed to another example. Number 9. Let us take the derivative of square root of x. So, ang square root of x, ito ay equal rin sa x raised to the power of 1 half. So, sulat natin yan. X raised to the power of 1 half. Then, i-apply lang natin ang power rule for antiderivatives. So, x raised to the power of 1 half plus 1. Then, over, openin lang natin yung exponent, 1 half plus 1. At huwag natin kakalimutan ang constant of integration. So, 1 half plus 1, equal rin ito, i-times natin para magkaroon sila ng same base, i-times natin itong 1 ng 2 over 2. So, magiging 1 half plus 2 over 2, which is equal to 3 halves. 3 halves. So, x raised to the power of 3 halves, dahil 1 half plus 1, gaya na dito is 3 halves. Then, 1 half plus 1 is equal to 3 over 2 plus c. So, i-simplify pa natin. So, x raised to the power of 3 over 2, itong 3 over 2 dito sa denominator, kapag itong 3 over 2 dito sa denominator ay equal rin ito sa 2 over 3. Dahil, kapag dinivide natin ito sa x raised to the power of 2, ay i-reciprocate natin ito para mag-multiply siya. So, ganito. Times 3 over times 2 over 2. I-reciprocal lang natin ang 3 over 2 kapag i-multiply natin ito. So, yan, plus c. Then, itong 2 over 3 ay pupunta lang natin sa harap ng x. So, magiging 2 over 3 x raised to the power of 3 over 2 plus c. So, ito na po ang ating final answer. Next, let us go to another example. So, number 10. Let us take the antiderivative of cube root of x raised to 3. So, cube root of x raised to 5 pala. So, ito ay equal rin siya sa x raised to the 5 over 3. So, ito ay equal rin sa x raised to the power of 5 over 3. Then, i-apply lang natin ang power rule for antiderivatives. Openin lang natin ang exponent sa denominator at huwag natin kakalimutan ang constant of integration. So, 5 over 3 plus 1, para magkaroon sila ng same base, ay mag-multiply lang tayo dito ng 3 over 3 sa 1. Kaya, 5 over 3 plus 3 over 3. So, 5 over 3 plus 3 over 3, add lang natin ng 5 at 3. So, 8 over 3. So, 5 over 3 plus 1 is equal to x raised to the power of 8 plus over 3. Then, 5 plus 3 plus 1, 8 over 3 plus c. So, itong 8 over 3 sa denominator, pwede natin itong i-multiply sa x raised to the power of 8 over 3 by reciprocating it. So, magiging x 8 over 3 times 3 over 8 at plus c. So, itong 3 over 8, ipupunta na natin sa harap ng x. So, 3 over 8, x raised to the power of 8 over 3 plus c. Ito na po ang ating final answer. So, let us have 2 more examples. So, kapag nagustuhan nyo po ang ating video, ay mag-subscribe na po kayo. So, number 11. Kunin natin ang antiderivative ng x raised to the power of 3 multiplied to square root of x. So, ang square root of x, ito ay equal rin siya sa 1 half. So, isulat natin yun. Then, i-combine lang natin, combine like terms, combine natin ang dalawang x. So, by combining terms with same base, i-plus lang natin ang 3 plus 1 half. Para magkaroon sila ng same base, ay mag-multiply tayo ng 2 over 2 sa 3. So, magiging 6 over 2 plus 1 half. So, magiging 7 over 2. Kaya, ito, x raised to the power of 3 multiplied by x raised to the power of 1 half is equal to x raised to the power of 7 over 2. Then, sa puntong ito ay kunin na natin ang antiderivative nito gamit ang power rule for antiderivatives. So, x raised to the power of 7 over 2 plus 1 over, copyin lang natin itong exponent, 7 over 2 plus 1. At huwag natin kakalimutan ang constant of integration. So, again, 7 over 2 plus 1, para magkaroon sila ng same base, ay mag-multiply tayo ng 2 over 2 dito sa 1. Kaya magiging 7 over 2 plus 2 over 2. At magiging 9 over 2. So, x raised to the power of 7 over 2 plus 1 is equal to 9 over 2 over 7 plus 2 over 1 plus 1 is also equal to 9 over 2 plus c. Then, itong 9 over 2, i-reciprocate natin ito para ma-multiply natin siya sa x raised to the power of 9 over 2. At huwag natin nakalimutan ng constant of integration. Then, itong 2 over 9 ay pupunta na natin sa harap ng x. Kaya ang ating final answer ay 2 over 9 x raised to the power of 9 over 2 plus c. Ito po ang ating final answer. So, mag-proceed na tayo sa ating last example. So, para sa ating last example, kunin natin ang antiderivative ng x squared minus 3x plus 7. So, sa problem na ito, ang gagawin natin ay kukunin natin ang antiderivative ng tatlong ito isa-isa. So, kunin natin ang antiderivative ng x squared, ng negative 3x, at ng positive 7. So, para sa x raised to the power of 2, kukunin lang natin siya, then mag-add tayo ng 1 sa exponent. Plus 1, then kukunin lang natin ang exponent at saka yung 1. Then, para naman sa negative 3x, itong x, raised siya to the power of 1, then mag-add naman tayo ng 1, over, kukunin lang natin yung exponent, 1 plus 1. Then, para naman sa 7, dahil wala siyang kasamang x, understood na ang x dyan ay raised to the power of 0. Then, mag-add tayo ng 1 sa exponent 1. At kukopay lang natin yung exponent ng 0 plus 1. At wag natin kakalimutan ang constant of integration. So, simplify lang natin ito. X raised to 2 plus 1 is equal to 3 over 3. Then, negative 3. Kukopay lang natin. Then, x 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 over 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Positive 7, 0 plus 1 is equal to 1 over 0 plus 1 is equal to 1 at plus c. I-simplify lang natin. Ilalabas natin yung 1 over 3 dito sa x cubed. 1 over 3 x cubed. Then, lalabas rin natin itong 2. Kaya magiging negative 3 over 2 na siya. Negative 3 over 2 x squared plus 7. Then itong x raised to the power of 1 over 1 ay magiging x na lang plus c. So ito na po ang ating final answer.